Okay, let's learn the simplest of actions right now, which will be a stop action. We'll go on to more later in the class, but this is required for the midterm in this class, so that's why it's a little bit earlier ahead of the rest of the actions. In this video right now, I just have on the backboard layer is this piece that stays stationary, and then this thing that kind of looks like a sword here. So if I preview the movie, that's what happens, and as we've seen a million times in class, these movies just repeat infinitely. So let's make it stop on the last frame of the movie. So here's what you need to know. There's three things that are considered best practices for actions. The first is that your actions go on the top layer. So I am going to create a new layer here, and I am going to name it Actions. So click in the new layer icon down here. I get my new layer. Actions. If it wasn't up on the top, I would move it on top, and that's where it always stays because it's considered a very significant part of Flash. If you're working with teams, people want to know where to find it. If someone's helping you troubleshoot, they want to know where to find it. So that's rule number one. Rule number two is that the only thing that goes on this layer is actions, and rule number three is that actions do not go anywhere else. And it'll be very obvious when you make an action, the blank frame, instead of getting a dot like you see here, it will get what looks like a little @ sign that stands for action. So you want to make sure that none of those show up anywhere else other than on this layer, and that they show up where you want them. So I want to place the stop action on the very last frame. If I just click here, open up the actions panel, and type away my stop action, it's actually going to show up over here. And the reason is because I do not have a home for it here. So I need to make a home. Do not forget that. So I'm going to press F7. Now you can see I have this blank frame. Now I can go Window and Actions. The shortcut is Option F9, and I do not leave the Actions panel out, so that shortcut can be very handy to learn. Sometimes it takes a second or two for this to come up, and then all you need to do is right here in this main window of the Actions panel is type in the command you want, and it's just stop, open bracket, close, and actually I should have said parenthesis because there is a difference. So we do the left parenthesis, the right parenthesis, and then a semicolon. And that's it. That's the stop command. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and you can see here that I do have that little @ sign that shows up. So it looks different than a blank frame, and it looks different than a keyframe where it has this black filled in. It just has this little @ sign, and the thing here is still open. And that's perfect. Now when we play this, what will happen is the movie will get to that last frame, and it will stop. Exactly what we expect. Now notice that when I do a command return, we're actually watching the movie in Flash Player. So what we need to do is to make it play again is go up to Control and hit play. The shortcut, if you launch Flash Player from the program Flash, is just the return key. That can vary, so just be aware of that. If you have a different version of Flash Player, or if you launch it from the Swift file, it could be Command Return, or it could be Command P to make it play the shortcut. But you'll never go wrong by going Control Play. Okay, so that's easy enough. What if we want this movie, when we launch it, for it to stop? That's a very common thing to do, especially if you have a play button at the beginning of the movie. The answer is we're just going to put an action in the first frame. So I want to click on that first frame in the actions layer, and then I want to do Window, Actions, Stop, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, semicolon. Now close this up, and when the movie launches, it will be stopped. To make it play, control, play, goes to the end. Now I want you to think about this. What's going to happen when I do control play? If you said it's going to go to the first frame and stop, you were right. If you said it was going to play, got to think about what's going on here. What happens? Pretend we just started the movie. Stops at the first frame because there is a stop action there. If I go control play, gets to the last frame. There's a stop action there. So if I say control play, what's going to happen is it's going to play from the last frame. And where does it go after the last frame? It starts over. When it starts over, it gets back to the first frame and it encounters another stop. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to, and the stop action is just that simple.